So for the inside story on ARM's performance, I'm now joined by the CEO himself, Warren East. So you're optimistic about the year, but a lot of economists saying, you know, look, with the conditions the way they are, it could be a tough year. I know that you're a global company, but what are the risks to this positive scenario, to this optimism you have?
Well, we're optimistic about being in line with market expectations. We think we should at least exceed the expectations that are there at the moment. And that's because of the particular applications and sectors to which we're exposed in this global market. And we've had a great year in 2010. There's a lot of momentum. We've just reported record revenues, record earnings, up 70% for 2010. We've been able to do that at the same time as invest in future development so that we can continue to grow into 2011 and beyond.
At the Consumer Electronics Show, companies showed more than 100 different tablet computers. This obviously key for you. So how is the tablet market going to evolve this year?
Oh, well, it really is a nascent market, and obviously kicked off by Apple in 2010. Consumer Electronics Show had a plethora of different products. It's hard to say right now exactly which ones are going to succeed, but the important thing for us is that every one of them, almost every one of them, is ARM powered.
Will Android devices continue to take market share from the iPad?
Well, that's a question for Google and Apple to worry about. But what we're concerned about is making sure that the people who supply the components to tablets, whether they be Android tablets or Apple tablets, are using ARM technology.
What is the opportunity for ARM in the server market? How much of the server market can you target?
People have been talking about that a lot over the last 12 months or so. This is a market for ARM that's several years away, but we believe that you know, with the ability of our technology to halve the power consumption of servers, increasing demand for servers through cloud computing, there's a great opportunity for ARM in the next few years.
And you speak about investing in future development. Whereabouts are you looking to expand?
Well, over the last 12 months, we've grown our headcount by about 200 people, about 20% in the UK, 90-odd% of those are engineers. So this is our basic microprocessor product roadmap that we're developing.
And how much of your stock valuation has come from talk that either Apple or Oracle might acquire the company?
Well, we don't really sort of want to get stuck into discussion about rumours. I think we've just reported a record year of revenues, a 70% increase in profit and earnings. We're continuing to invest in the roadmap in spite of that. So I think the business on its own, you know, on the back of six and a bit billion microprocessors last year, is in pretty good shape.
Could competition become something of a problem for you from perhaps smaller semiconductor companies like Atheros, NetLogic Micro? They're also making inroads into the smartphone market.
Well, they are, but they're making inroads with ARM technology. So this is the ARM business model. We license our technology to semiconductor companies, and we encourage companies like NetLogic and Atheros to use our technology and develop innovative products for growing markets like smartphones.
Given that you have your finger in so many different pies, how difficult is it going to be for the company to keep growing the way it has?
Well, we've just done 20 years, celebrated our 20th anniversary a couple of months ago, and we're continuing to grow. The fact is we're exposed to areas of a lot of structural growth as we look forward. More connectivity, consumerization of the internet, cloud computing, all these phrases that one hears are actually great hooks for ARM technology.
And you're benefiting from these new trends and
absolutely
everything being much more connected.
The connectivity is an important piece for consumers to take the digital world with them wherever they go. It's also important as appliances around us get smarter and as people get more concerned about more efficient use of energy. That connectivity helps the more efficient use of energy, and ARM technology itself is useful in creating those products.
Good to talk to you, Warren East, Chief Executive Officer of ARM Holdings. Thanks very much.